While the legal battle between Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively heats up, the gossip...
I know it's so devastating to hear this, and I'm really sorry to share this. This is actually happening, and it's important that we know this and that it resonates with us so that we think about this in our days and in our personal life.
Shockwaves have ripped through social media and entertainment sites after an explosive claim surfaced. Blake Lively, known for her sharp wit, polished public image, and a string of hit films, had allegedly been taken into custody. This bombshell spread like wildfire, leaving devoted fans, casual spectators, and pop culture junkies reeling. How could someone who has seemingly dodged every Hollywood scandal suddenly be at the center of a legal storm? For her name to be linked to anything suggesting law enforcement involvement is downright baffling, especially since Lively has built a reputation for staying graceful under the intense glare of fame. People are desperate for answers, wondering what could possibly connect such a beloved, controversy-free star to something this serious. But here's the twist: there's no solid proof. Despite countless social media posts and self-proclaimed insiders insisting they know everything, not a single credible news outlet has confirmed a thing. The details remain maddeningly elusive, fueling speculation that a hush-hush investigation may have just hit a major turning point, with dramatic claims surfacing about so-called critical evidence that allegedly forced authorities to act. Social media has been ablaze with whispers of a secretive, off-the-record detention. Some sources insist that Blake Lively was quietly taken in, far from the glaring eyes of the press, while a select few claim to have witnessed the entire ordeal under tight restrictions. Others fuel the fire with mentions of strict non-disclosure agreements, allegedly used to silence anyone who got too close to the unfolding events. The core of these swirling rumors: supposedly, new information emerged, directly contradicting past statements linked to Lively. And if true, it triggered swift and severe repercussions. What's striking is how these claims transformed from obscure internet chatter into a full-blown spectacle, proving just how quickly digital platforms can turn speculation into a wildfire. In today's world, a single comment packed with words like arrest and hidden files can ignite mass hysteria in an audience hungry for sensationalism. From there, the rumor mill went into overdrive, spinning out a series of dramatic possibilities. One widely shared theory suggested that Lively had been entangled in a private business deal riddled with shady documentation. Another painted a picture of high-stakes creative disputes, where leaked communications supposedly served as proof that something underhanded had gone down. Others pointed to financial or contractual complications, hinting that what may have started as a simple misunderstanding had spiraled into a full-blown legal crisis. But not everyone is buying into the frenzy. Many have outright dismissed these claims, pointing to Lively's pristine reputation. She's long been known for sharing lighthearted family stories, championing causes like child welfare and environmental protection, and steering clear of scandals that could tarnish her image. Those skeptical of the arrest rumors argue that someone so deeply involved in charitable efforts and positive outreach seems like an unlikely candidate for anything remotely suspicious. Still, while speculation swirls, fans are picking apart her every move, scanning her social media for even the smallest sign of trouble. A sudden change in her profile picture, a gap in her posting schedule, a slightly different tone in a caption. To some, these are red flags pointing to behind-the-scenes turmoil. And when no immediate denial comes, the theories only intensify. Some interpret her silence as a quiet admission, while others believe she's wisely avoiding fueling baseless gossip. In the digital age, public figures often opt to ignore wild speculation rather than risk giving it more attention. But in this case, certain self-proclaimed insiders insist that Lively's entire ordeal played out in complete secrecy, hidden from cameras and journalists, thanks to powerful decisions made behind closed doors to protect her image. These unverified reports claim that out of nowhere, shocking emails, documents, or even eyewitness testimony surfaced, completely blindsiding Blake Lively and her team. According to these accounts, what started as routine questioning allegedly escalated into full custody in the blink of an eye. Then, just as quickly, a wall of secrecy supposedly went up, fueled by powerful entertainment or corporate entities desperate to keep the situation under wraps. The implication? If the full truth got out, the fallout could be massive. But here's the problem. There's no official confirmation. Not a single major news outlet has reported on any of this, leaving these claims squarely in the realm of speculation. Skeptics argue that if Lively were truly facing legal trouble, especially one involving actual detainment, there would be undeniable evidence. Legal authorities would release statements, court dockets would reflect the case, or at the very least, a blurry mugshot would surface online. The idea that a celebrity of her stature could be fully entangled in such a process, without any documentation or photographic proof, goes against every precedent in celebrity news history. And just as the internet fixates on these rumors, a completely unrelated clip resurfaces, one showing Lively speaking candidly about her life at home. In a lighthearted interview, she shares a glimpse into her family dynamic, joking about the challenges of managing her daughter's reactions to their new sibling. Even as wild legal claims dominate online spaces, moments like these remind people why she's adored. A star who manages to stay relatable even in the face of relentless speculation. Adding to the mystery, the silence from Lively's inner circle. Observers can't help but note that her husband, Ryan Reynolds, has yet to release any kind of statement. The couple is famous for their playful social media exchanges, so people are wondering, if there were real trouble brewing, would their online tone change? Some argue that their usual lighthearted posts are proof that these rumors are baseless, while others believe it's a deliberate strategy to downplay the chatter and keep the narrative from spiraling further. After all, in Hollywood, major stories often stay in the shadows until legal teams or PR strategists decide there's value in going public. At the same time, discussions are swirling about the potential fallout, both short and long term, if any part of these claims turned out to be true. Lively has built an empire on charm, humor, effortless style, and genuine philanthropic efforts. Fans admire her candid interviews, quick-witted online banter, and ever-evolving red carpet presence. The idea of an arrest linked to hidden dealings directly contradicts the wholesome, credible image she has spent years crafting. Yet, the real question remains: do any of these dramatic theories even apply to Blake Lively's situation? With no verified evidence of wrongdoing, some argue that the entire spectacle is built on pure speculation. Amid the chaos, a core group of devoted supporters insists that even in the highly unlikely event of a real legal issue, Lively could very well be completely innocent, perhaps blindsided by circumstances beyond her control. Maybe these so-called revelations were taken out of context, exaggerated, or didn't even warrant. Even as conspiracy theories flood social media, moments like these remind people why she's so beloved. Her effortless humor and charm remain untouched by the noise. Still, some skeptics are questioning whether all of this drama is part of something bigger. Could Lively be the target of a deliberate attempt to undermine her? The entertainment industry is brutal, filled with complex contracts, power struggles, and high-stakes negotiations. Could this entire storm be a calculated move in an industry where reputations can shift in an instant? Meanwhile, social media is in a frenzy, with thousands of people scouring the internet for any kind of visual proof. Where's the footage? Where's the blurry phone video? Did anyone spot law enforcement near Lively's home or catch an unusual disruption in her daily routine? So far, nothing. Instead, people are left picking apart low-quality, grainy images of random individuals, none of which actually prove anything. With no substantial evidence, many have started dismissing the story as just another case of sensationalized internet gossip with zero factual grounding. In a time where nearly everyone has a smartphone and citizen journalism dominates breaking news, real celebrity arrests don't stay hidden for long. if there were an actual legal event unfolding, concrete evidence, an official statement, a court document, or even a leaked police report would have surfaced by now. Even with little to no evidence, the speculation refuses to die. Message boards and clickbait websites continue to churn out theories, fueling endless discussions. In certain online circles, people are now digging through years of Blake Lively's interviews, looking for anything that, when taken out of context, could be twisted into a so-called clue. A casual remark about career challenges? Suddenly, it's being framed as a hidden admission of liability. A lighthearted joke? Now, it's a supposed confession in disguise. This entire process highlights just how easily old statements can be reinterpreted when people are determined to find a scandal, even where none exists. And then, there's the biggest question of all. What exactly are these alleged new findings? The original viral claims never specify. Are we talking about documents, secret recordings, leaked data, or is it something else entirely? With no actual details to go on, theories run wild. Some insist it has to do with professional deals, others suspect charity work, and some whisper about personal matters. The vagueness of the claims only fuels the chaos, giving people endless room to speculate on every possible scenario. Meanwhile, Blake Lively carries on as usual. Her social media remains filled with the same kind of posts she's always shared: playful jabs at family, uplifting messages about charitable initiatives, and supportive shoutouts to friends in the industry. The stark contrast between these everyday updates and the sensational accusations circulating online couldn't be more obvious. To some, this is proof that the rumors are completely disconnected from reality. To others, it raises the question: is she truly unbothered, or is this a carefully curated front to mask an unfolding crisis? Hollywood history is littered with dramatic accusations that came and went without a shred of supporting evidence. In some cases, widely circulated stories do end up holding weight, forcing fans to reconsider their views of a celebrity. But more often than not, these narratives collapse under scrutiny, proving just how fragile online-driven speculation can be when faced with actual facts. And as of now, not a single reputable source has confirmed that Blake Lively is facing any kind of legal trouble. Will that change? No one knows. Maybe law enforcement, attorneys, or other authoritative voices will eventually weigh in. But in the rapid-fire pace of online discourse, waiting for real information is simply too boring for some. The drama is what keeps people engaged. Facts be damned. This entire spectacle also shines a light on the precarious position of public figures. Lively, with her mix of humor, philanthropy, and effortless glamour, is an ideal target for a story that flips her polished image on its head. The internet loves a fall from grace, because the idea that even the most admired celebrities might be hiding secrets is just too tempting to resist. For some fans, the entire situation is frustrating, an unwelcome dose of negativity injected into a space that usually celebrates her career, fashion moments, and charitable efforts. They see the endless rumors as nothing more than baseless distractions that overshadow the real reasons people admire her. As Lively herself once remarked in an interview, "I think the idea that people believe they know you comes from how intrusive the media is these days. People care so much more about your personal life than your work. And if you don't share your private life, they just make it up for you." Others, however, are fully embracing the chaos, treating the entire spectacle like an ongoing internet soap opera. They're watching it unfold, waiting for a dramatic twist or a real update to cut through the noise. Meanwhile, a more skeptical group questions everything, convinced the whole story is nothing but wild internet fiction. They assume that, like many viral scandals before it, these claims will eventually fizzle out when actual news replaces the current wave of social media gossip. Of course, there's always the chance that a definitive answer will emerge, a statement from Lively's representatives, a court filing, or an official report from a trusted news outlet. If that happens, the fate of this rumor will be sealed. Until then, the public remains in a waiting game, caught between the possibilities of a complete fabrication, a massive misunderstanding, or something in between. Adding another layer to the intrigue, the theory that this entire uproar is staged. Some speculate that it's all a calculated PR stunt, designed to generate buzz ahead of a future project by leveraging the internet's obsession with scandal. Others insist that the whole thing is just the product of overactive imaginations, spun out of thin air without a shred of real evidence. But whether there's any truth hidden in the frenzy or not, one thing is certain. The phrase, "Blake Lively detained after new findings emerge," is designed to grab attention. It paints a gripping mental picture of secret arrests and shocking discoveries, perfectly suited for a media culture hungry for sensational headlines. And in the absence of official validation, it thrives on the tension between Lively's long-standing spotless image and the ever-present internet craving for hidden drama. Behind the scenes, the ongoing speculation keeps feeding itself, ensuring that the rumors refuse to fade. As these discussions persist, it's worth noting that the entertainment industry and digital media as a whole has always thrived on narratives built around stark contrasts. The idea of a beloved public figure secretly harboring a hidden, scandalous reality is nothing new. While some past cases have held kernels of truth, many have ultimately collapsed under scrutiny. For now, the claims about Blake Lively's supposed run-in with law enforcement remain nothing more than unverified internet gossip. Her social media presence continues uninterrupted, her day-to-day activities appear completely normal, and there isn't a single formal document, interview, or legal record to suggest anything out of the ordinary. Whether this speculation fades into irrelevance or takes an unexpected turn depends entirely on whether real evidence ever comes to light. Until then, the phrase "Blake Lively taken into custody after shocking new evidence emerges" stands as a perfect example of how quickly digital gossip can explode into mainstream curiosity. A simple suggestion, hidden records, dramatic legal action, a flawless reputation suddenly unraveling, has captivated audiences, pulling them into a storyline that feels ripped straight from a Hollywood thriller. Does any of it actually hold weight? That remains entirely unproven. But for now, the rumors continue to spread, fueled by the irresistible contrast between Lively's normally spotless image and the tantalizing possibility of a shocking hidden truth. That very contrast, the tension between perception and speculation, is what keeps people hooked, ensuring that in the fast-moving world of celebrity gossip, the conversation is far from over.